Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, race number 12 on the schedule. I am 7-4 in my picks so far this year. This will be the 49th race at Texas Motor Speedway for the what's known as the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. The Indy's Custard 340. It's technically the 300-mile race, but they're doing it at 340 to celebrate the 34th anniversary of Indy's Frozen Custard. So 300 miles, 200 laps, 3 stages, 45, 45, and 110. With the fuel window between 59 and 64 laps. Obviously, with those stage lengths, pit at the end of stage 1, pit at the end of stage 2, split the third stage right in half, and we have our pit stops. 6 of the last 8 winners have qualified 10 through 20th. Now, we had qualifying yesterday, and of those 6 of 8, 5 of them qualified 10 to 14th. There was an outlier who was 20th. So if you just look at the 10 through 14th, that's where, again, 5 of the last 8 have qualified at Texas in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. 10 through 14th, Parker Retzlaff, Sheldon Creed, Taylor Gray, Raja Caruth, Carson Kvapil. That is very interesting. Could that be one of your winners coming from there? Definitely. Chevrolet now has won 4 of the last 5. 3 by JRM. We have 5 JRM cars in this race. Toyota has won 4 of the last 8. Now, those JRM cars, in the number 1 car, we have Connor Zilisch. With Connor being in the number 1 car, Carson Kvapil is moving over to the number 9 as the 5th entry for Junior Motorsports. We have Austin Dillon making a one-off appearance in the RCR number 3. Boot Barn is a sponsor, I do believe. We know how great RCR has been on the O'Reilly Series this year, and not so great in the Cup Series. So Austin getting the O'Reilly Series race there. And then we get Kyle Larson in the number 88 for Junior Motorsports. So we have Connor Zilisch and Kyle Larson both in equally prepared Junior Motorsports cars. That could be fun. Now, when Kyle Larson or any other Hendrick Motorsports driver is in the 88, Raja Caruth moves over to the number 32 for Jordan Anderson Racing, which he's had some good runs in that, and Jordan Anderson Racing's had some good runs this year as well. So the the other 2 Jordan Anderson cars, let's see, where's Jeb Burton is 17th in points, and Blake Perkins is 19th. So not horrible for them, good runs for them. So maybe Raja can get a good run for him as well this week. All right, now if we look at just the stats at Kansas, Vegas, Texas, and Charlotte, those are the, quote, cookie cutter mile and a half tracks. So we're going to add Chicagoland into that as well, but have ran there in a while. So 23 races since 2022 at these 4 tracks. Connor Zilisch has an average finish of 4.0, Brent Cruz 5.0, Jesse Love 9.28, Austin Hill 9.63, Justin Allgaier 10.18, Brandon Jones 10.38, Corey Day 10.4, and Sam Mayer 13.73. Now, those same 4 tracks, if you just look at the 2025 and then obviously the spring of Kansas this year, 2026, there's been 7 races last year and this year at these particular 4 tracks. Connor Zilisch leads the way with an average finish of 4.4. Brent Cruz 5.0, Jesse Love 6.42, Justin Allgaier 9.0, Brandon Jones 9.85, Corey Day 10.0, Austin Hill 10.28, and Sam Mayer 12.33. Now we're going to kind of drill down a little bit here on just Texas Motor Speedway. The last 5 races, so again since 2022, the average finish at Texas Motor Speedway: Austin Hill 4.8, Harrison Burton 6.0, Taylor Gray 6.5. Jesse Love 8.0, Sammy Smith 9.66, Sam Mayer 11.0, William Swalowich 13.0, and Ryan Sieg 13.0. Now, if you remember last year in 2025, this is the race that Connor Zilisch missed. He missed Texas. Remember, Kyle Larson jumped in that 88 for Connor and went out and won the race. And then Connor went on like the most unbelievable tear in the history of racing, from Charlotte on till Talladega. So that is 18 races. He finished first 9 times. Finished second, additional 5 times, and was in the top 5 that entire 18 race stretch, which 16 of those was in the top 4. So yeah, he had one hell of a run. What I find comical is there was a lot of people that said, well, he only went on that run because Kyle Larson set the car up for him in Texas. I don't understand how a setup at Texas affected Mexico City or Portland or Chicago Street Course or Dover or Indianapolis or PRI. I don't know how those translate, but sure, okay, whatever you want to say, people. No, the kid's just talented. That's why. During those 5 races, the average running position: Austin Hill 6.42, Justin Allgaier 7.54, Brandon Jones 10.18. Jesse Love 11.61, Harrison Burton 12.07, Sammy Smith 12.23, Corey Day 13.43, and Taylor Gray 13.63. All right, we are 11 races into the 2026 season. Justin Allgaier's got 3 wins and a significant points lead, 101 points. Put that in perspective. The most points that you can get in a weekend is 76. So if you at least start the race, the point differential is 75. He's got a 105 point lead. Justin Allgaier could literally just say, I'm going on vacation, see you guys in a couple weeks. That's still the points lead. That's why we have that little rule that you got to run all the races, so I get a waiver. We don't need drivers or want drivers going, well, I can't drop in the point standings. It doesn't change nothing. I'm going on vacation, see you guys. We don't need or want that, because fans put their hard-earned money to go to these races to see certain drivers. And when you go to a track to spend money, go to a track to see your favorite driver, and that favorite driver of yours a week out, you find out he's not going to be there, your 2 options are either not go, waste the money, or try to sell your tickets. That's not good either. I mean, you want to go, you want to see your driver, you want to see that stuff up close, and I personally experienced that. 2023. Coca-Cola 600. One of my favorite drivers. Right hook, Denny Hamlin hit onto the wall. He wasn't at Gateway the next week, and I was there. So yeah, but I met my new favorite driver. One of my new favorite drivers, Carson Hocevar, that day. So NASCAR winning driver. So yeah, but yeah, you got to make sure everyone every race. That's why that rule's in place. All right, Jesse Love minus 141, Corey Day 4th with a win minus 145, Brandon Jones minus 191, Sammy Smith minus 192, Carson Kvapil minus 213, Austin Hill with a win minus 223, Taylor Gray minus 242 with a win, Parker Retzlaff sitting 10th in points, which is an amazing run for that kid, minus 252, William Swelitz minus 264, and Roger Crew sitting 12th, minus 276. Now, I remember Raja has been moved around a lot this year. Not only has he been driving for Junior Motorsports, he's also been driving for Jordan Anderson Racing, and I believe he made a start in the DGM car as well. So yeah, obviously with sponsorship, and then the HendrickCars.com sponsorship bring the Hendrick guys into the 88 car with the 17 for Hendrick being full time. Raja's kind of been, I don't say the scapegoat, but they kind of, we can work your relationship, move you around a little bit. So I'm sorry, he's only been in 32 this year. That was Carson Kvapil, was in 91. So yeah, but you got to think though, when Raja's been in the 32, he had an 8th at Phoenix, 19th at Vegas, 14th at Bristol. He had a 4th in the Junior Motorsports car at Rockingham. So yeah, he made the best of it. This kid can drive. We all know that. It's cool. Really excited watching how his future grows. And right now, minus 14 and 13th in points is Ryan Sieg. Sam Mayer minus 27th. And then Brent Cruz. He is up to 15th in points, even though he missed the 4 races. He did get a waiver for those 4 races because he wasn't old enough to race. No, I don't agree with that waiver at all. Just like people have been begging for a waiver for Corey Heim for missing the races because he didn't feel like racing or he wants part-time in the truck series. No, he doesn't deserve a waiver either. I don't think age should get a waiver. I think it should be left to medical and injury and family emergencies only, but that's my opinion. Now, if this kid goes out and wins the championship, well, am I going to say, well, he should have been champion, he didn't deserve it? No, I'm not one of those, I was at one time, and there's videos of me saying stuff about Kyle Busch, and I accept that. My opinion on Kyle changed because it was an injury. It wasn't just, I didn't feel like racing, so I didn't. So, but anyway, he's 43 points behind the chase. All he has to do is make up those 43 points and make the top 12 in points, and he'll be in the chase for the championship in 2026. All right, so the Andes Frozen Custard 340 at Texas Motor Speedway, the 4 picks. Now, obviously, when you have Cup guys come to the O'Reilly Series, depends on what ride they're in, more than likely they're going to be part of the picks, just like Kyle Busch and Carson Hocevar were part of the picks in the Truck Series last night. So the 4 picks are Kyle Larson. As much as I'm not a Kyle Larson fan, and I don't like him at all, when he's in an O'Reilly field or a Truck Series field, you got to pick him. It's stupid not to, because he's in one of the top cars on the top team, with the top car, he's the top driver. How do you not pick him? Connor Zilisch. He has won in the series multiple times. He has won this year in the series in the number 1 car. So yeah, those are guys that it's just like when Shane Van Gisbergen goes to a road course and he's in the O'Reilly Series. Do you not just pick him? Yeah. Let that Watkins Glen Truck race coming up. We're going to have AJ Allmendinger. We're going to have Connor Zilisch. We're going to have Shane Van Gisbergen. That's going to be fun. But anyway, so Kyle Larson, Connor Zilisch, and obviously you got to have the O'Reilly Series guys because they are the cream of the crop here. First and foremost is going to be that guy in the number 7, the defending champion, Justin Allgaier, current points leader. You got to pick that guy. That guy's pretty good. And then the 4th pick is going to be Taylor Gray, because now Junior Motorsports, Joe Gibbs Racing, those 2 teams have dominated Texas Motor Speedway of recent years. Taylor Gray, ran well here, average finish is 6.5 at this track. He runs well on intermediates as well. He's got a win this year. So yeah, those are the kind of guys. It was kind of between Taylor Gray and Brandon Jones, who I was going to pick. Or even Sammy Smith is right there as well. So I went with Taylor Gray because of the win in Kansas earlier this year. I think it was Kansas he won at. Where's Taylor at? Yeah, it was Kansas. Okay, it was 2 races ago. Yeah, so he's 9th in points. So yeah, those are the picks. Larson, Zilisch, Allgaier, and Taylor Gray. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.